Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So in this video, I'm going to be going over a few review hacks that a lot of people don't even know about. In fact, these are some of the review hacks I've personally just learned within these past few months, which have kind of 10x'd my sales with my Shopify dropshipping store. In fact, I personally believe a lot of people use these reviews in the wrong way. Traditional ways of using reviews would be to simply download an app that lets you import those reviews from AliExpress, then go on AliExpress and import as many reviews as possible, because customers more likely trust you just because the product on your website has so many reviews. That is far from the truth of what really works with Shopify dropshipping, and that could actually lead your customers to not even trust you in the first place, because the reviews from AliExpress often have a lot of problems. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, so make sure to watch until the end. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into it. So the review hacks that you should be using in 2020 and onwards. Before I go in depth into the review hack, one thing you'll have to do is make sure to destroy that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just kidding, but hopefully you do that anyways. The real review hack that I'll be mentioning very soon, but before that, it's important for you to know exactly what the traditional ways of importing reviews are. So this website right here, avilora.com, is one great example of what a traditional Shopify dropshipping store would look like. So when you go all the way to the bottom at the very end, this is what you'll often see. A lot of people use Loox to import these reviews. Other people use Ali reviews. Regardless, it seems very identical to each other. As you can see here, this is one of the most common ways people import reviews. With Loox, you have the ability to directly import whatever photo is available on AliExpress, and this is also available with something like Ali reviews as well, but with Loox, it just has that little bold effect to it. However, the biggest issue with Loox is that a majority of the stores nowadays use Loox and use this same exact method of displaying the reviews. So what I mean by that is basically having the photo at the top followed by some text at the bottom, as you can see right here. What happens is oftentimes, not only is the photo bad quality, but also the photos could actually not even be related to the product itself. People often put photos of themselves within the reviews or put some funny GIFs or emoji images within the reviews. What happens when people do that is it kind of lowers your overall professionalism for your website. In addition to just having bad photos in general, sometimes a lot of the reviews from AliExpress are not in proper English. They'll often have bad words in them, bad grammar, because a lot of the people are not shopping from within the US. There's also shoppers from Russia, Europe, etc. So from these countries, these people type the reviews within their language, and then AliExpress tries its best to convert it when you're importing it to your Shopify store. So what will end up happening is that the review really doesn't make sense in English. The next and most common problem a lot of these reviews have is that there's no kind of text related to the review. It's just simply 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, etc. What happens is that if you just have those kinds of reviews, it's going to lead to your customer actually not trusting you, because it's the same thing repeated over and over again, and it's very easy to know whether it's really true or not. So I'm going to go over a few example websites which actually have that as well. But this is one of the most common problems, which is just basically having text followed by images on the reviews. And even though the images and the text may be good quality, this is not the right way to be laying out your reviews. Let's look at the next example website I have for you guys, and it is bindysmarket.com. So this website right here has a product doing really well, and they're a traditional dropshipping store. But if you scroll all the way down to the reviews, you can also see that they have a very similar thing going on over here. The only major issue is that these reviews have no kind of text on them. So again, this seems a little bit fishy to the common individual, because most individuals are not really used to seeing just having images and then no text for the reviews. It does kind of send up red flags, even though these images are very high quality. But another big issue with this website is that the review that it does have with text, it's not in proper English. As you can see right here, it says very good with a W. So this again sends up more red flags to the customer, and any customer who's serious about buying a product will often check the reviews before even making that decision of buying it. If from the beginning they see these red flags, such as just reviews with photos with no text, or text which is not in proper English, it is again going to make them psychologically want to stray away from your website, because it is again not too professional. And this brings me to my next example on the list for the reviews, and this website is Elementvibe.com. Now again, another traditional dropshipping website. If we scroll all the way to the bottom, the biggest issue with these reviews, and is one of the biggest major issues I already mentioned before, is there's barely any text associated with the reviews, and in this case, there's no photos as well. What happens is that when a customer scrolls all the way down just to find this empty page right here with just one text, and that text too is not in proper English, it really sends off bad vibes. It makes it seem as if the website is doing some kind of illegal activities to get these reviews in the first place. Of course, in this case, we as dropshippers know that those people leaving reviews on AliExpress often don't leave any types of text in the reviews, and if they do, it may not be in proper English. So this again leads to a little bit more hassle when it comes to building up that trust relationship with your customers. As you can see here, the same review is repeated 2 times. Again, not a very good thing to do if you want to build trust within your customers' eyes. But these are all the bad examples of what traditional dropshipping stores do and what kind of causes them to lose sales. What should you be doing, and what is the best way to lay out your reviews in 2020 and onwards? Now, the best way to do it is what Amazon does. If we go ahead and go onto Amazon and look at one of its sample products right here. So for example, the blackhead remover, which is one of the most common dropshipping products, and go all the way down, we can see that Amazon does the reviews section a bit differently than what you would be expecting from a normal dropshipping store. So when we scroll all the way down, first of all, we see that the customer images are all aligned at the very top, and they're also associated with the reviews at the bottom as well. But a person who wants to just view the images can be looking at the very top section right here. In addition, they can see all of these sections on the left side, such as value for money, suction power, easy to use, etc. These are of course personalized based on these products. Now, not every Shopify app can actually even allow this in the first place, so you don't really have to go too crazy with this. But if we look at the text followed by the images, we can see that first of all, the text is at the top and then the images follow. It's not the other way around, as a lot of these dropshipping stores have on their product page. This is mainly because people would rather read the text first and then follow that up with the image, because the image is the supporting evidence. It is not the other way around. And not only does this make Amazon look more professional over here and it takes up much less space, but it also kind of gives it off a professional look compared to just having this right here where it's just image followed by text, and the images and the boxes which these images are within are not aligned with each other. It looks very, very funky and very off, especially on a computer or laptop. If you look at it on a mobile device, it will look something similar to what Amazon's looks like, but of course there's a lot of differences as well. With Amazon's, again, the images need to be at the very bottom. In addition, if you look at Amazon's reviews, all of these reviews are very, very detailed. They describe the ins and outs of a product. This is what you want on your Shopify store. You don't want just those reviews where, like on these websites, there's nothing even associated with the reviews, but if there is, all it says is received and good, or just good, which is not giving enough evidence regarding the product. You want both the good reviews as well as the bad reviews on your website when it comes to the products themselves. And one of the easiest tricks that you can do in order to get these reviews onto your store is simply find the product that you're trying to sell. And I highly recommend you do this with mostly your winning product. So what I would personally do is I would find the same product that is a winning product for me on Amazon or eBay. In this case, this blackhead remover is exactly what you can find, maybe with a few differences with the colors and everything and the boxing, but overall it's somewhat of a similar product. What you want to do is you want to scroll all the way down, look at the reviews which are appearing at the top, or those reviews which are the most detailed. For example, this one right here, or this one, or this one. You want to copy those reviews, go back to your Shopify store, and then you want to kind of just simply click write a review right here and leave the review from Amazon on your Shopify store. Of course, you want to make sure it's for that same exact product. Otherwise, this is not the right way to do it. But you can basically choose whatever stars is associated with the reviews right here. For example, here, this was written by Alice. So you would do 5 stars over here. And then you would simply add a photo if there's a photo associated with it. If not, simply click skip and copy and paste that review in here. Once you do that, simply click next, and that's when it'll let you enter your name and the email associated with it. Once that's done, simply hit finish, and that's all you have to do in order to start importing these high quality reviews from Amazon onto your Shopify store. And this is something, again, you don't really want to waste time doing with a random product that you just added on your Shopify store. I start doing this for all products which are winning products on my Shopify store. I also recommend that you don't just put in the 5-star reviews. In fact, I'll often click here for the 2-star reviews or the 1-star review and basically copy and paste that. Why? Simply because these 2-star or 1-star reviews often have the most details regarding a product. They basically describe all sides and sections of the product in extreme detail, and that is what we want to happen when we're trying to sell this product, because people don't just want to know about the good side of a product, they also want to know about the bad side. And if you're worried that doing this may decrease your sales, that is far from the truth, because in my own experience, I've never found that it decreases the sales if you have a few negative reviews in there. If you, on the other hand, just have all 5-star reviews like a lot of these dropshipping stores often do, what you're going to notice is that people actually will not buy from you as much as you want, because they get the idea that this could be just a scam website, because every review out there is a 5-star review. And as you can see, a lot of dropshipping stores actually do that, whereas they just leave the good reviews on their website and just delete the bad ones. You never want to do that. Make sure to mix in good reviews as well as bad reviews. But these were kind of my general hacks on what I do to increase my sales in 2020 and onwards when it comes specifically to the reviews. If you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.